This Christmas season, as twinkling lights adorn homes and festive carols fill the air, our thoughts are drawn toward the Middle East, the birthplace of Jesus Christ. However, the land that witnessed the miracle of his humble birth is now engulfed in turmoil and despair. The collapse of the Assad regime in Syria, marked by the ascension of the extremist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, adds yet another chapter to the region's history of chaos. HTS, designated a terrorist organization by the United States, has plunged Syria further into disarray, making life for millions an unending nightmare. Across the Middle East, stories of suffering and resilience abound. In Lebanon, the skies above Beirut erupt with the deafening roar of missiles, leaving destruction and grief in their wake. Our colleagues in media studios have watched firsthand as the city, already struggling under the weight of political and economic crises, bears the scars of relentless conflict. Meanwhile, Yemen, long overshadowed in global headlines, continues to endure one of the worst humanitarian crises of our time. Years of civil war have left its population on the brink of collapse, with hunger and disease claiming countless lives. Iran, too, stands as a metaphorical powder keg, its people caught in a web of political oppression and social unrest. At any moment, the simmering tension could ignite into widespread upheaval. Amidst this regional turbulence, one group faces particularly acute persecution: Christians. Syria, once a sanctuary for some of the oldest Christian communities in the world, now bears witness to their suffering. The rise of HTS has brought terror to these ancient communities, displacing thousands and forcing others to live in fear. With Damascus in their sights, these militants have targeted Christians specifically, leaving many to wonder if their homeland will ever again be a place of peace. Across the Middle East, Christians constitute only 4% of the population. As a minority, they often find themselves marginalized, facing physical violence, societal exclusion, and, in the worst cases, death. The challenges they face seem insurmountable, and yet their faith remains unshaken. At first glance, it might seem that Christians in the Middle East have little to celebrate this Christmas. Yet, their story is one of hope, rooted in the same Savior who was born amidst chaos over 2 millennia ago. The story of Jesus Christ's birth is one of profound humility and resilience. Born in a dark, unsanitary manger, he entered a world rife with turmoil under Roman oppression. Shortly after his birth, his family fled to Egypt, escaping Herod's brutal massacre of Bethlehem's infants. The chaos surrounding his arrival mirrors the struggles faced by Christians in the Middle East today. Many believers in regions like Afghanistan and Tajikistan celebrate Christmas in secrecy, knowing that open displays of faith could cost them their lives. In Iran, children from Christian families endure bullying, abuse, and systemic discrimination in schools. Despite this, their faith persists, often nurtured through underground networks and innovative ministries. Through Sat-7, a media ministry dedicated to supporting Christians in the Middle East, believers find connection and encouragement. Satellite television, Instagram, Telegram, and other platforms serve as lifelines for these isolated communities. In Afghanistan, Sat-7 has established an online church, while children in Iran join a virtual congregation on Instagram, finding solace and fellowship amidst adversity. One believer shared, "Amidst the isolation I experience, you have connected me with my heavenly family." Their stories of courage and resilience offer a glimpse of unwavering faith that inspires Christians worldwide. In the United States, while our challenges may differ, we too grapple with a sense of disorder. Political polarization, social unrest, and spiritual apathy weigh heavily on our hearts and minds. Even within our churches, we often encounter division and doubt. What can we learn from our brothers and sisters in the Middle East? Their response to chaos anchored in steadfast faith and unyielding courage is a testament to the power of hope in the face of adversity. Their stories remind us that the light of Christmas, Jesus Christ, continues to shine in the darkest corners of our world. This Christmas, as we gather around our decorated trees and partake in joyous celebrations, let us remember the Christians in the Middle East. Their lives, though marked by suffering, embody the true spirit of the season: faith, hope, and love. Let us also take inspiration from their example. Just as they looked to the Bethlehem manger for strength and guidance, may we too find direction in the story of Christ's birth. In the year ahead, let us face our own challenges with the same faith and bravery, trusting that the light of the world will illuminate our paths. The Christmas story is ultimately a tale of redemption, resilience, and hope. This season, let us allow these timeless truths to transform our hearts and minds. Let us remember the power of small acts of kindness and compassion: a kind word, a helping hand, or a simple prayer for those in need. These gestures, however humble, reflect the love of Christ that came into the world so long ago. In the face of personal or global chaos, we can choose to be instruments of peace. Consider extending support to ministries like Sat-7 or local organizations aiding persecuted Christians. Such contributions, whether through financial aid, advocacy, or prayer, make a meaningful impact. As families gather, take moments to share the story of Christ's birth and its profound implications for our lives today. Discuss the courage of those celebrating Christmas under persecution and explore ways to foster unity and understanding in your own communities. Finally, let us resolve to carry the spirit of Christmas into the new year. Just as the shepherds and wise men sought Jesus amidst the uncertainties of their time, may we seek His presence daily, finding strength and direction to navigate our own challenges. This Christmas and beyond, let the light of the world guide us toward hope, peace, and a deeper connection with one another. For in the birth of Christ, we find the assurance that even amidst the darkest chaos, love and salvation prevail.